Previously on Legends and Lore. Our party tracked Kef's cultists, hell-bent on ushering in a cataclysm of apocalyptic proportions to a confrontation that left the dark mage Faye unconscious. Kef has escaped, intent on summoning Braxis, an ancient god of death and destruction to this world. But Faye is stirring, and their amnesia is subsiding. The Elder Celeste leans in close to Faye on the deck of the Vagrant.
Oh, I didn't know I had to prepare anything.
That's okay, perfectly fine. The Lore Maestro's guide says it's totally fine to not have a huge backstory already. Maybe we could get some suggestions from the table.
Oh, you're the long-lost heiress to a distant kingdom, banished as a child after an unjust coup.
Maybe you were an astute student until your aspirations turned unorthodox and you began studying the scythe.
Or you were a traveling musician who signed away your soul for incredible talent with the guitar. Maybe that's how you lost your memories or something. Yeah!
Sweet.
Fine. It's in the waterfall. Sid parks the airship nearby while you check behind the waterfall. Indeed, there is a cave there. Deeper inside, you come across a door surrounded by shining crystals. door now open, you quietly sneak into the antechamber. Inside, the torchlight of the cultists reflects off the sparkling walls as they gyrate around an enormous crystal that's buzzing with magical energy. As the cultists begin their dramatic crescendo, a hooded figure emerges from behind the crystal. He lowers his hood, and you see the striking figure of Kev, the lead cultist. Even from afar, Kef holds absolute sway over the cult. Kef raises his hand. Seducible? He's kind of in the middle of something right now. No, Kef raises his hand. It's a lovely robe that shows no more scale than is appropriate. He raises. He's had some hard times, okay? He raises his hand and the crystal alights. There. He bellows. What do you all want to do? The heroes huddle behind some rocks in wait. Just the dancing cultists and the glowing crystal.
I've got an old rusted bell?
Suddenly, the cultists turn towards you. They must have heard your bickering. All right, you're entering combat. Okay, and Jeff, you're at the top of the initiative. All right. Two of the cultists slip and knock themselves out on the hard ground. Okay, just hold on. It's not your attack anymore. Yeah, that cultist crumples to the ground. One down, a bunch more to go. The cultists are going to attack now, all at once. Ollie, one hits you for 3 damage. Next, Maya. Another one casts a spell of confusion on you. Roll to resist. Brilliant. Finally, Jeff, a whipped cream-covered cultist, grabs your ankles and knocks you to the floor. You are being grappled. Maya, Linnea, you both rolled the same initiative. Who wants to go first? The cultist's eyelids grow heavy, and their movement slows. Give me a roll to see how well your spell works. The cultists succumb to peaceful sleep, Shoo. They're dreaming happy dreams. The last cultist falls, but the crystal gets exceptionally bright and then explodes. Cap lies on the ground. Yes, the area of authenticity. Kef and everyone standing around him are forced to tell the truth. And thus, I die. Thank you. You guys survey the aftermath of the crystal explosion and Kef's remains. You feel a small tremor come from the caves. There's no loot. You notice a weirdly shaped crystal sticking out of the dirt. Another tremor. You pull out a crystal guitar. It is gnarly. Blight, no. That's a different kind of axe. As soon as you take hold of its handle, another tremor shakes the room. This one is bigger. The ceiling shudders and then cracks, and a giant crystal falls and blocks the entrance. Amazing! As you shred, the sound of the guitar grows around you. It resonates against the walls, getting louder and louder, eventually shattering all the crystals. The path is clear. Voice? No. No, it's just epically cool. Why do you ask? Cool. You hear the airship droning above you, here to pick you up. Sure. And that's where we'll end our session tonight. So, that was L&L. What do you think, Fang?
I now have exactly one nerd interest.
We'll make a dork out of you yet.
We're flowing tabletop gamer energy into you as we speak.
I can feel it.
Well, time to feed the wormy. That was epic.
Super epic.
Do you think it worked?
Hard to say.
Right. Guess we'll see. Well, thanks again. That was really cool. And now I know what you're thinking about between all of your drum solos.
You're welcome.
In fact, preparing for the future is one of the most important things you can do.
Really? But it sounds so overwhelming. Where do I even start?
Well, that's a very good question, Nasser. But remember what we just talked about.
Oh yeah, all those forms.
So next year, when it's time for you to apply to college, Nasser, what form will you start with?
The application for financial aid?
Right. And why?
Because I have expensive taste. Ha! And because then I'll have an idea of which schools are an option for me.
Great. So let's say you've got that all filled out. Then you'll want to research schools that excel in the area you want to study.
Well, I like the sound of cross-continental development, but I also like the sound of political science. What do I do if I can't decide?
Have you considered a double major? Think about your free time. What do you do outside of class?
Not much I want to list on paper, honestly. Oh, well, I guess I'm president of the Student Life Association, and I run the debate club.
Great! Anything else?
And the Young Leaders League, and I volunteer with Pangea tomorrow.
You also write for the newspaper, don't you?
Oh, right, yeah. I have editorials in the Flame sometimes. Gotta stay busy.
Let's put all of these down under extracurriculars. It's a good idea to have at least one, and you're really going above and beyond, Nasser. Do you have any more questions?
No, I think you answered them all. What about you guys? Do you feel ready to choose your destiny?
Very well done, Nasser, Naomi. Class, I encourage you to take advantage of your knowledgeable peers and ask any questions you may have.
Yo, which school has the hottest student body, though?
That's not really,
I'm going to note palm, so you do the math.
Is this something all of us really need to hear?
In fact, I agree with you. Are there any other more pertinent questions?
That's not what I...
really, any questions at all? I've completed mock applications for all of the big schools.
I have $20 here. Could I buy one of those applications?
No!
Okay, cool. What do you know about GPAs? I heard you need at least a 3.9 to even have a chance at a lot of places.
Oh, well, I can actually answer this one. The baseline is really 3.5, but the higher the better. And you can always boost your chances by showing you're engaged with the subject on your own time.
Cool.
You went to Tendrils, right? Something like that would look amazing on an application. We can talk about it after class if you want. I'd be happy to help.
Aw, thanks, Naomi. Hey, 40? I am doubling my price.
No, it's not about the money.
47? Final offer.
No!
Why not?
It's wrong? Plus, you'd get in under false credentials, which would be bad for you.
You don't know that.
Okay, this assembly is officially over. Please take some college brochures on your way out. Thanks for coming, and good luck with your college apps. Especially you there, my cheap friend.
I'm gonna miss you guys so bad next year. Like, we are still gonna have this, right? Like, even if we're not at the same school?
Yeah, together wherever, right?
I mean, we'll be gone for a while on tour, I guess.
I'll have you guys over all the time to try my weird food experiments. I applied to like 300 culinary programs, but I don't know. The more real it gets, the more it's like... Ugh.
No, you see, nothing's set in stone, dude. It isn't real till it's real.
I mean, I guess, but I'm pretty sure cooking is it for me. This feels like make or break.
I get it. There are hobbies and, like, careers, and then there are things that almost consume you.
If anyone's consuming anything here, it's me and all 5,000 of Sage's experimental cookies.
No, like when you do it, you get lost in the moment, you know? All that exists is you and what you're doing and what you're making. There's no future to worry about, only the craft. But thinking about making it your life is scary. The stakes are higher.
Oh, that's exactly it. I knew you'd get it. Anyway, I'm not really worried about which place I go to. Doesn't matter where I do it as long as I get to do it, you know? I just want to be able to do it.
I mean, first of all, you're gonna be amazing. And you know your girl is always ready to taste test.
Okay, but you actually have to tell me if something sucks, though.
Babe, I always tell you the truth. It's not my fault you're a literal culinary superstar. Plus, I'll have nothing but time.
Yeah? What are you doing next year?
I think I'm gonna take a year or two to feel things out, see what vibes. I'm trying not to put anything into a box just yet.
That's pretty cool, actually. I don't get why everyone is so obsessed with college.
I have literal nightmares about it.
Oh, I'm definitely going someday. I just feel like, why not have some fun, too?
I can get behind that.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about next year, actually.
Not the word I'd use.
You don't think about what you'll be doing?
Yeah, oh, definitely. I guess if I'm around, I'll take a creative writing or game design class, maybe.
You'd be so great at either one.
Yeah, you already totally have the writing thing down. Like, you and L&L, I don't know how you do it.
Thanks. Weird how it kind of became my life.
Right, great. So everyone has it all figured out.
You must have some ideas. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I've just spent all this time on like bug camp and soft circuits and welding and whatever, and I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
That just means you can do anything. Seriously, you're like one of the smartest people.
It's true. There isn't much you can't figure out. Even this.
But actually, I mean, what takes up most of your brain space right now? What about... You and Rosa are always talking about your worm. Mango?
My baby.
So why not, like, worm science?
Entomology?
See?
Bugs are kind of your thing. That time we tried to do ASMR, you whispered about molting cycles for like half an hour.
I don't know, guys. What if I change my mind in a year? What if I suck at it?
You don't have to go if you don't want to.
Right, you're not going at all. That's even scarier, honestly. Oh, but you'll be great. Music is like a sure thing for you.
I mean, it kinda has to be. I've never seen a future without worm drama. I mean, if we're lucky, things will take off after Caldera Fest. But who knows?
They will. I can feel it. And we're gonna be there to cheer you on.
I hope so.
Hey, Fang! Wait up, wait up!
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for earlier. When we were hanging out with everyone and, like, talking about the future and our plans and stuff, I really appreciated what you said.
Oh, I mean, it's no big deal. You don't need to thank me for it. I just kind of word vomited all over the place.
No, it was cool. I really needed to hear it.
You did?
Yeah, it felt good to have someone, like, get it. I mean, love my family, love my friends. Sometimes it feels like no one takes me seriously. I know, I don't make it easy for them. I can't help it, though. I can't deal with people being uncomfortable around me. I have to make them feel at ease.
I get that. Anything that makes it easier for them to just deal, right?
Right. When I told my family I wanted to transition, they took it hard. They were accepting, but super uncomfortable.
Yeah, same. Except I don't even know if accepting is the right word for it. Feels more like playing dumb.
All I could think to do about it was make them laugh, even if it was at my own expense. At least I'd be laughing with them, right? But I feel like I kind of dug my own grave instead of being, I don't know, hateful about gender stuff. They're dismissive instead. And it feels like that carried over to, like, everything else about me. Like me wanting to be a chef. Everything about me feels like a joke to them. Transitioning is hard enough for them to wrap their heads around, but it doesn't help that I dress like this. It's way easier to be feminine now that it's not expected of me, you know? Now that it's a choice for me instead of an obligation, but to them I'm like, I don't even know, playing dress up like a kid. They laugh and compliment me, but they don't expect anything from me anymore.
My parents barely remember to use the right name for me, much less pronouns. Maybe it would be easier if I, I don't know, presented more mask. But that's not really what I want.
Exactly.
And, they're cool about the music stuff, but they definitely don't think it's a career for me. They know I'm good, but they don't, see a future in it. I feel like half the time my family just thinks I'm confused and they're waiting for me to settle on something normal or whatever.
Oh my god, same.
Dude, fuck that. We don't owe them normal.
Hell yeah.
Nope. No way. Nope. Nope.
last time. I'll be fine without it. Falling out of love for you, bringing me down. I told you last time I'll be fine without it. Falling for you.
And check out this cafeteria. There's a taco station and a rap station. Separate stations!
Yeah, looks pretty cool.
Look at all these entomology courses. There's an entire class just on spider biology. I looked it up. It has 6 different textbooks.
Why not 8? Feels like a missed opportunity.
Dude, I'm gonna be the spider queen. What about you, Fang?
I don't want to be the spider anything.
Not even a spider knight?
I mean, what about your applications for college?
I'm not applying anywhere.
Do your parents know that? Because
The Battle of the Bands is my college application. We get that break and we're set.
And at least we know the show is actually gonna happen.
what does that mean?
Not you too.
I heard just this morning that even if it does hit, it'll probably land in the ocean. But just think about it. Us, being hit smack on the nose out of the huge vastness of the entire galaxy? It's a statistical anomaly.
Yeah. Hope you're right.
It's just science. Are you worried about it?
Not really. It's like you said. What are the odds, right?
Exactly. See, Reed? Chill about the space rock.
We're here to play, right?
Actually, we've got to pick out what we want to play first.
Let's do it.
Trish, it's happening!
What? Rosa, finally! I'll be right there.
Wait, where are you going?
The roof! It's happening!
They seem too happy for it to be the asteroid. But maybe...
True.
I'm gonna go check it out. You coming?
Obviously.
It's thriving!
Nope, not a giant space rock.
Yeah, but what is it?
I created a new species.
The Rosa fern. No. Ferntasma. No. Ferninep. Sick fern, dude.
Ooh, fern notice.
Fernando?
Yes!
Livin' fern!
Copernicus. Phenomenon.
Weird fern.
I know. It's not for looks, but just to show colleges that I know about grafting and interspecies selective cell regeneration.
We learned about this because I was looking into plants for Mango's tank. See? This part down here is the rootstock, and this is the scion. This particular rootstock is famously resistant to velvet worms who will, ordinarily, eat the shit out of almost any plant like the adorable monsters they are. So, take that rootstock and add a vulnerable planty scion, and boom! Bug-proof leaves, baby!
Okay, so should it be called mango fern?
Ah! Ah! Mango fern!
Mango fern!
Nice.
I'm really excited for Battle of the Bands. It's gonna be great.
Me too. And LNL tonight, right? What are we gonna do about Kev?
I guess I'll just have to marry him.
Never.
Officiating an LNL wedding would be cool, but Kef would still totally kill you.
My guitar! Oh, I left it in the music room. See you tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go too. That plant thing is freaking me out.
I know I'm biased, but you're my favorite band in the battle. Like, hands down.
Thanks. That's really cool of you to say.
I know things are gonna work out for your music, Fang. You've got something really special.
Yeah. And your plant is...
A crime against nature.
No. No. No? It actually looks kind of awesome, so get ready. Bright future, big dreams, everything Roberts is always talking about.
You know, I'm gonna stay up here.
Oh. Are you...
I think Coach Connor actually appreciates it when I skip PE. See you at LNL.
See ya. Hey, what did I miss?
Can I talk to you for a sec? So, remember that entomology program I was talking about? That's it. That's my plan. I mean, I know I just did tendrils and just got mango, but I've been thinking about how we were always kind of into worms and stuff, even as kids. We had that comic, we named our band Worm Drama, all those weird costumes.
My mom still isn't over the dress incident.
So worth it. Anyway, I think this is what I want to do. Bugs and worms. But like, for a job. Forever. It feels really good when I say it out loud. So, like, what do you think?
Yeah, you seem really happy about it, so that's great. I can totally see you as a bug doctor or whatever.
Yeah! Bugologist! Anyway, you know how Rosa made that whole plant thing for college applications? Turns out you pretty much have to do something big like that to even get noticed by most schools. I'm working on this way to restore velvet worm habitats by turning trash into food for them, but it's gonna take a lot of hours with mango. And about a dozen different types of compost heaps to check all the variables and allow time for propagation, and I think I need a break from the band for a while. The Battle of the Bands is going to be my last show. Say something?
Just...
You will not. Kef is mine.
Maybe we can share him?
You guys, he's evil.
Adventurers, this way, this way.
So you're just done?
For now. For now. I just want to focus on my future.
Well, what about our future?
Oi! Ollie! You ready to conquer this quest?
Hell yes! I'm ready to kick some Brax's butt!
Faye? You ready?
Join us, Dark One!
Yeah. Okay. Let's play.
All right, everyone have their snacks all set up? Okay. Here we go. Previously on LNL, the party joined by the newly recovered Dark One struck out into the crystal caves in search of Kef, the strikingly handsome leader of the cult of Praxis. The party decided to hang back and assess the situation. Their plans went awry and they alerted the cultists. Unfortunately, the ritual succeeded. The crystal axe of fortitude. Yes. With some convincing, the party worked together and Ollie used the axe to free the party and return to the airship. And, in a very tragic turn, Kef was felled. I won't comment on that. I will, however, remind you that after his alleged untimely passing, he also let you know about a hidden temple in the Ocean of Sand, and a fabled god-killing weapon said to lie in the misty mangroves. You've been quiet, Faye. What say you to all this? The vagrant heads out to the Ocean of Sand in search of the lost temple. The trek will be long and arduous. Okay, Jeff and Linnea begin exploring. Linnea, with your excellent search skill, you notice a small glow coming off a rock. Just a bunch of sand. There are some small runes giving off this glow. They're quite small. How hard are you focusing on them? And what languages do you know? Yeah, you can't read it. Fine, you can read it. Quicksand. At this point, you're about waist deep. Everyone rushes over. All right, you're able to breathe just fine, and you continue sinking. Then your sinking turns into falling. As you drop down, you land on a platform. The roiling quicksand above you is a lit, swirling gold. In front of you, you see a set of doors. The ceiling of the temple is made of glowing sand, which casts golden light over everything. A large spiral stairway leads down, the sandy steps sparkling and glittering. Set into the wall on the way down are these massive reliefs, murals made of glowing sand. The murals are inlaid with the lightning-touched glass that reflects and changes color. Each mural depicts a figure. One figure is clad in dark robes, and their hands come together at their stomach, holding a crystal ball. Another figure stands tall, their arms outstretched, a spear laid across their palms, held upwards to the heavens. The final figure sits cross-legged, and above their head a pale sword hangs, defying gravity, pointing down at their skull. As you pass through the threshold, you enter a large open space. The room itself looks to be 2 stories tall, with 4 columns distributed around the space. The perimeter of the hall is a curtain of slowly shifting sand. The air in here is very stale. It's quiet, save for the gentle whoosh of the sand cascading down the walls. In the center of the room, there's a large altar, made of the same glowing, translucent glass as you saw in the murals. As you draw closer, you see... let me just find what I wrote. Ah, here it is. The altar is a massive triangular plinth of glass that has a dull glow from within, but the surface is polished, so it's almost a mirror. On each of 3 sides is an intricately carved image, and lying on top is an ancient skeleton wearing a gleaming set of polished plate armor. One of the skeleton's arms is outstretched toward the ceiling. In the other is a large sword. There are scorch marks under the skeleton. On one of the sides, there is an image of a skull. On another, there is a pictograph of a winged animal. On the third, there is an image of a hand. Do you place your hand in the sand? Do you? You touch your symbol, and the rest of you feel a deep vibration in your chest as Linnea casts the spell and a small disc of light appears above the skeleton. You all feel your breath slightly leave your body as the disc enlarges and plunges into the skeleton. It gasps and slowly sits up. The skeleton cocks its head, staring at you. It raises its sword at you. I know what it says. Everyone, roll initiative. Linnea, you're first, then Jeff, then Faye. The skeleton is advancing on you. What do you do? The skeleton lurches forward, grabbing you by the front of your clothes and raising its sword menacingly. You get the sense that it does not have good feelings towards nurturing parental figures. No. How good is your aim? In that case, the spoon sails through the air and straight through its ribs and out the other side, taking a big chunk with it. The skeleton releases Linnea and stumbles back, stunned. All right, you're up, Faye. Unfortunately, skeletons are pretty scary themselves, so that's... The skeleton staggers around with you on its head for a moment, and then throws you off, roaring. The skeleton raises its arm and grasps its face with its gauntlet, and then yanks. It gets flung out of the armor, landing in a mangled heap at your feet. The gauntlets, greaves, and bracers fall away, leaving a glowing curious that floats in the air. Oh, it's the chest part of the armor. Oh, no way. Yeah, I've only ever read that word. Anyway... Faye, you're standing near the altar as this happens, and as you look in its mirrored surface, you seem to notice your reflection moving slightly. As you stare, glowing eyes burst out from your reflection scales.
Ugh, now what are we supposed to do?
Who is Mammoth? I hate it when he texts people.
Come on, Faye. Tell us.
Are you sure? You don the armor. As soon as you do, it constricts suddenly, fusing into your skin. A huge wave of energy bursts outward as everyone but Linnea is knocked off their feet. The sand columns in the room explode outward. You all feel the ground quaking as massive pieces of the ceiling fall and explode in sprays of sand. As this is happening, Linnea, you hear a quiet voice echo in your head. You watch as Linnea begins levitating upwards. A huge piece of ceiling lands on the altar, and it explodes in shards of glass. You all grab on as more chunks smash downward. The suit lurches to the side, plunging into the veil of sand on the wall. You are all momentarily blinded, but the sand feels warm around you, like calm water. Then, your stomachs lurch as you feel yourself rocket upward. You burst out of the sand, hurtling high above the dunes, until you all come arcing down onto the deck of the Vagrant. You all retire to your quarters and turn in. But Faye, you spend some time struggling to fall asleep. And when you finally do, you're suddenly awoken by a light in your eyes. You open them. Does someone have a torch? No, it's coming from outside. You open the door to the deck and step out. You hear it before you see it. A slow whine. A whisper coming from this light in the sky. You hear something coming. A whisper, tickling at the base of your spine. A single word. Cataclysm. Something zips onto the deck beside you. It's a small piece of hail. Sizzling. Then zip, zip, zip. More start coming down around you. Then come the screams. The burning hail rains down, tearing through the ship. Everyone is panicking, running. It's chaos. You see Sid and Celeste turn and run full speed off the deck, holding hands as they fall. The light winks out. For an eternity, everything is quiet. Then on the horizon, you see the sunrise. Rays of crimson light crawl across the sky. The whole sky is a dazzling red. It's so peaceful. But you wake up. In your bed, on the ship. You glance over at the mirror, but you don't see Faye. You see a shadow. A shadow with a burning red smile that whispers, "Hello, Faye. Miss me?" And that is where we will end tonight's session.